Hello student. After 1 month, once again welcome to honors classes. From today I am going to explain your biology chapter. So today in this my video I am going to discuss about the first chapter of your biology book, that is the reproduction in organism. So in reproduction in organism we are just going to study about mainly first topic is reproduction and second is lifespan. So in the whole chapter, we are mainly going to discuss about what is lifespan and what is reproduction. And reproduction is of mainly two types, as you know. First one is sexual reproduction and second one is asexual reproduction. So first come to reproduction. What is reproduction? So re means again, production means produce. So when one organism produce offspring of its own, that process is known as reproduction. So first come to the first page of your book. So in your NCERT book, this is the first page of your book, and in this book the mainly the lifespan term is important. So in the first page the mainly one term is important, that is lifespan. So what is lifespan? Lifespan means the period from birth to the natural death of an organism represents its lifespan. Means the period from a natural means birth to natural death, not accidental death. The death should be natural death. Lifespan of an organism varies from few days to thousands of years. And another important point you have to remember, lifespan never depend on the size of an organism. Means a small size animals also organism can also live more than a big size animal. So next point, in lifespan, from lifespan three question may come. First one, what is maximum lifespan? Second is what is average lifespan? Third one is what is life expectancy. So average lifespan means what? Average number of years survived by members of a population is known as average lifespan, and life expectancy means the average period that a person may expect to live. That is called life expectancy. Now go for the second page of your NCERT book. So this is the second page of your NCERT book. In this page, the lifespan of some organisms are given, and some lifespans are given here and some are not given. So for elephant, lifespan is not given, so I am writing here. Users note down 60 to 90 years. For rose, the lifespan is 5 to 7 years. For dog, it is 25 to 30 years. For butterfly, it is 1 to 2 weeks. For crow, it is 15 years. It is already given for butterfly, already given in your book. For banana plant, it is 25 years. For a cow, it is 20 to 25 years. For parrot, it is 140 years. For crocodile, 60 years. For horse, fruit fly, rice plant, and banyan tree, I am writing here. Users note down. For horse, it is 60 years. For fruit fly, it is 2 weeks. For rice plant, it is 3 to 4 months, and for banyan tree, it is almost 200 years. So this lifespan, number of lifespan, you have to by heart. One more question may come from this picture. Next important point, you in your NCERT book it is mentioned that why generally all organisms are mortal, but some single cell organisms are counted as immortal. Why? That questions are frequently asked. So answer will be single cell organism like amoeba and bacteria are considered to be biological immortal. Why? Because this is they don't die as they grow old. Means they usually when they grow older, they what happen, they just divided into two part. The parent body is divided into two part by asexual reproduction or mitosis cell division, and as a result it form two offspring. That's why amoeba and bacteria is counted as immortal. This question is frequently asked question. This is the next page of the your NCERT book. Here main topic reproduction is given, and the first type of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction, is given. So explanation of this page or notes of this page I am giving here. So what is reproduction? Reproduction is the biological process by which new individual organisms or offsprings are produced from their parents. So you know this definition in class 6, 7 also you got this. You have got these definitions. Next, reproduction is a mainly two types, sexual and asexual. Asexual reproductions are generally single parent, and sexual reproduction generally are there by parent, but sometimes some uniparents also show sexual reproduction, and that type of parents should be bisexual, and another name of this type of parents is known as hermaphrodite. So when I am going to discuss about sexual reproduction, then I will explain details about this. So first come for the first type of reproduction or simple type of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction, which are always single parent. So asexual reproduction, when offsprings are produced by single parents with or without involvement of gamete formation, the reproduction is known as asexual reproduction. As a result, the offsprings of that produced through asexual reproduction are not only identical to one another but also exact copies of their parent, and that's why they are also known as clone. So clone means what? Clone means, this is a clone term. You remember, this term is very important. Clone means when offsprings are genetically and physically identical to each other. When two organisms are identical, Xerox copy of each other, that type of organisms are called clone. And in asexual reproduction, since no fusion of gametes takes place, you just, in simple way, you just remember asexual reproduction means no fusion of gametes, and sexual reproduction means fusion of gametes. So, since in asexual reproduction, no fusion takes place, just from single parents, offsprings are produced. That's why all the offsprings produced by asexual reproductions are genetically and physically are a Xerox copy of their parents and Xerox copy of their siblings. Next, asexual reproduction, and generally in asexual reproduction takes place without the involvement of gamete. Only in some means exceptional cases gamete involvement takes place. I will explain later about the gamete involvement. Now, asexual reproduction takes place without gamete, exceptionally with gametes. Means in case of honeybee, you just remember honeybee is the example where in asexual reproduction gametes are involved. Now come for the main types of asexual reproduction where gametes involvement does not takes place. First one is fission. Fission means this breakdown. So here the parent organisms are divided and it produces two offspring. That process is called fission. And fission is of many types. First one is binary fissions. Bi mean two, means when one parent is divided into two offspring, that is called binary fission. In binary fission, the body of an individual divided into two equal half and producing offspring. Next, simple or irregular binary fission. Whence the division of means the offsprings are not of equal size, that type is called irregular or simple binary fission. Example is amoeba. Next one is longitudinal binary fission. Here, look, this is a diagram. The parent body is longitudinally divided into two parts, and that's why this is called longitudinal binary fission. And best example is euglena. Next is transverse binary fission. Transverse binary fission means, look here, the parent body is divided into transversely divided. That's why this type of binary fission is called transverse binary fission. Best example is paramecium. Now come for the second type of asexual reproduction, that is budding. So budding means what? Budding is in this process, a new organism developed from a small part of the parent body and a bud which forms detached to develop into a new organism. So look, this is a bud. So from the parent body, a bud is developed, and after it grow, means this bud is detached from the parent body, it grow and it fall down, and from the bud a new parent body is grow. So that type is called budding. And budding is of two types. One is internal and another is external. So internal budding means this occurs when conditions become unsuitable and there is scarcity of nutrient supply. So in case of only unfavorable condition, internal budding takes place, and normally external budding takes place. And this is the difference between internal budding and external budding. And sponge is the best example of internal budding, and hydra is the best example of external budding. So this difference also frequently asked, that's why I am giving. Next is fragmentation. So in fragmentation process, what happens? In fragmentation process, the common method are found in starfish. So here what happened? The one part of the starfish is break down, and as a result, from the breakdown part, a new organism is formed, and that type of asexual reproduction is called fragmentation. Next, sporulation. Asexual spore formation takes place in special structure in various algae, fungi, protozoa under unfavorable condition. Look, in this is amoeba. When unfavorable condition comes in, survival problem arises, then what happens? It forms a hard coating around itself. And within the cell, the nucleus is divided into many daughter nucleus. And when suitable condition come, this outer boundary is breakdown, and from each individual nucleus a new offspring will be produced. That type of is called sporulation. Next is vegetative propagation of plant. So vegetative propagation means when reproduction takes place from any vegetative part, that is called vegetative reproduction. This vegetative part means it may be roots, it may be leaves, it may be stem, anyone. So in your books mainly from stems and leaves are given. So I am going to explain about only this. No root reproduction is explained in your NCERT book, and this is the diagram of your NCERT book. So first from stem, vegetative reproduction from stem. So from stem, our total seven types of reproduction takes place. First one is from underground stem, and second one is subaerial stem. From underground stem, rhizome, tuber, and bulb, whereas in subaerial stem, runner, stolon, offset, and sucker. Now come for the underground stem. All underground modification of stems are capable of vegetative propagation. Means from underground stem also new offspring can produce, and that is called the asexual reproduction from underground stem. And their first type is rhizome. Rhizome means, you know, the rhizome in first year also you have got in a rhizome. The best example is ginger. So rhizome is a fleshy and horizontal underground step modified to store food. It has prominent nodes and internodes and possesses axillary buds covered by scaly leaves. Adventitious roots develop from the nodes. Example is banana, ginger. So this is the rhizome. Next is tuber. Tuber best example is potato. So tuber also one another underground stem, and from the in the body of this tuber, the axillary buds are also present, and from here new plants can grow. Next one is bulb. Bulb means best example of bulbs is onion and garlic. You have already got the in modification of stem in class 11. So this is the diagram of bulb. I am showing here the structure of an onion. Next, subaerial modification of stem. So first one is runner. It is originated from the elongated of the basal internode. I am showing you the diagram, then you can understand easily. First one is runner, second one is stolon, third one is sucker, and fourth one is offset. So this is the diagram. Look, I am explaining the diagram. So first one is runner. Runner means this is the main stem, and from the main stem one branch is grow parallel to the ground, and from the next node another parent plant will form, and this type of modification is called a runner. Next one is stolon. Stolon means, look, this is the parent body. From parent body, one branch is stem is grow and it grows just upwards. Means, look, definition in definition, I have just read that a short and weak aerial branches arises from the main axis. It bends down and touches the ground, forming the root. So this is the example of stolon. Next one is adventitious root. Adventitious roots means in this type of stem modification, the look here, the arises from the underground portion of the stem, and then it grow horizontally under the soil and then comes above the ground. So this is called sucker. Last one is offset. Offset are generally found in aquatic plants. So always remember which type of subaerial modification of stem found in aquatic plant. You have to write offset. Is best example is water hyacinth. So this is the offset. Thick stem grow, and from the first node another new plant will grow. Next, bulbil. It is a small bud-like structure produced in the place of flower or in a leaf axil, and it has ability to develop into a new plant. It found in agave. So this is the real picture of agave, and in your NCERT book a picture of agave also given. Look, yeah, this is your NCERT picture. This is the picture of agave. So this is bulbil. Now go for the next part of that is honeybee. So next we are now these type of reproductions are already we have discussed. There are no gamete formation or involvement of gamete takes place. Means from only single parent without gamete next offspring are formed. But now come to the type of asexual reproduction where gamete are involved. So first best example is honeybee. So in honeybee, what happen if question come how the sex of honeybee is determined, then you have to write this answer. I will be highlighting with green, that's right. So look, this is the diagram of honey. Means this is the life cycle. How in honeybee gamete involve or take place. Thus, I am going to explain with the help of this diagram. So in a beehive, there are three types of honeybee. One queen bee, one some workers, and some male bee, which are known as drone. So the queen bee has twice a number of chromosome, and the workers are female. They also have twice a number of chromosome. Means workers and queen bee are female, and they have twice a number of chromosome, and male are have single n number of chromosome, means haploid number of chromosome. So the queen when met with one male, so and in queen by the help of reduction division gametes are formed, and this queen when becomes sexually mature, then it met with one male bee, and as a result fertilization takes place, and as a result it twice a number of zygote is formed, and from this zygote all female bee will be produced. Means in among the honey bee only the female has twice a number of chromosome, while the male has only single number of chromosome. And you always remember that only the queen bee is fertile, other all female honeybee which are named as worker bee, they are sterile, means they cannot produce egg. And another male bee means which are named as drone, they are also fertile. Then this queen bee, always remember that in queen bee what happened, the queen lay eggs and she mates once, retain the sperm for the rest of our life. Means the queen bee in the whole lifetime the queen bee mates only once, and in retain means he stored the sperm in his body, and then after fertilization from the twice structure always the workers bee will be produced which are sterile, and after the sperm become finished then the queen bee start producing only egg, and from this egg by meiosis division without fertilization some haploid number of new honeybee are produced which are known as drone, means the male bee. It means in a life cycle of honeybee they show both sexual reproduction and plus asexual reproduction. By asexual reproduction or parthenogenesis process, they produce the drone, and by the sexual reproduction, they produce the worker bee. So from honeybee, it is very important from the examination point of view. And question may also come, give example of one organism which show both sexual and asexual reproduction. Then you just write the about this honeybee or parthenogenesis process. So parthenogenesis definition is what? When the female gamete undergo development of a new organism without fertilization, that is called parthenogenesis. Means gametes are involved, but gametes never fertilize, and without fertilization they produce new organism. That process is called parthenogenesis. Then parthenogenesis is of three types: archaeotochy, thaliotochy, and amphilotochy. So archaeotopy means when from parthenogenesis process only males are produced. This is called archaeotopy. Example is honeybee. Thallotochy means when unfertilized egg produce female. It is called thallotochy. Example is certain lizard. And amphitochy means depending upon the environmental condition from the unfertilized egg sometimes males are produced, sometimes females are produced. Example is F5. So these are the three types of parthenogenesis. Next come for the water hyacinth, last topic of your asexual reproduction, which is known as terror of Bengal. Why it is called terror of Bengal? Because it grew very rapidly and it is originated from Bengal, and it as a result it drains the oxygen from the water, leading to the death of the fish and other aquatic organisms and plant. That's why water hyacinth is known as terror of Bengal. So student, in this video, I have discussed about the asexual reproduction from the scepter. In my next video, I am discuss about the sexual reproduction of the scepter, and I will finish the scepter in my next video. Till then, thank you.